Hello? Oh, man, I supposed to spin it and then start. Anyway, oh, let's make a painting. Sometime I forget, man. All right, so let's go with this. Actually, I'm going to put the paper straight up. Is it completely dry glass? So we're going to skip a couple of steps. I mean, we already start I already start messing around. So we're going to take the big brush and add water straight up on only on the corners. And the reason for, well, of course I'm going to go inside, but I'm going to be very gentle with it. I want to keep, man, it's bleeding, it's absolutely insane. All right, so here is need a little bit more water under it. All right, I don't like the idea not putting water on the glass itself. Yeah, it doesn't stick well, man. Oh boy, that's going to be a problem later. All right, so we're going to learn. I mean, I already knew it, but still. All right, so what is this thing? Green. So it's going to green. Okay. And I have a little piece here, so I don't want to waste any paint. You know, you don't want to waste any materials. So let's get a lot of water on the brush and dip the tip only. And why the tip? Well, I don't know why, but we're going to experiment with this. And what I want to do is, actually, I want to use that color for clouds. I don't know, I love clouds in general, but I want to do very moody, very kind of cloudy, but also, I don't want to say romantic. Oh, I guess romantic. Clouds. I don't know if that's happened to you. Probably it did. I'm far away from the idea. I'm the only one that ever thought about that. But you know, you look at it the sky sometime, and the clouds are like so amazing, and you're wondering, it's like, man, this is look unreal. It's like that's crazy that nature can create such amazing stuff. Absolutely insane. So what we're gonna do is that's what we try to recreate here, and of course can match with nature, but you know, we can try to honor it. Okay, so this is fine. We're gonna let it dry for a little bit. And now on the foreground, I'm gonna use very transparent colors, and I'm just wanna use yellow and build it up. So if we gotta go through metaphors and representations, this is what's gonna happen. The sky is our how you say, our problems, our world that we argue all the time, and we try to figure things out. And the foreground is more like our results when we have a successful. You know what? The sky is the is the failures, and the ground is gonna be our success. And that's why it's more smooth. It's more going on. So we can get this kind of metaphor. And from now on, once we have not the feeling, but the idea of recreating something, then we can start working on it. Now, of course, our success is nice and it's coming in waves. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a little waves. So sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small, but our success is always coming from nowhere. In our case, it's not nowhere, of course, but it's somewhere with a problem. So all the problems here, all the failing, and now is coming in a form of waves toward us. So we can have that going out of the way. And, you know, it's more and more waves. And, of course, some of them are big, some of them are small. Now, let's work on the problems. Let the success dry out for a little bit. And we're going to go in the sky, of course. All right. Now, the sky is, of course, is a problems, but problems doesn't mean always bad things. You know, sometimes you have good problems. And what I mean by that, well, it's a problem, but you know, you have too much money, you don't know where to spend it. That's a good problem. or you don't know where to go today. You want to go to the zoo, or you want to go and eat ice cream. That's another nice problem you can have. I like ice cream. But, you know, people have all kind of different problems. Okay, and a little bit more here. Now, once we do this, I want to go to my multiple brush and go ahead immediately. And I want to kind of blend. Now, I don't want to destroy, again, I said that so many times, a touch of water, just a little bit. Oh man, I hope I don't start with just a little bit again. But when you're blending, and I'm not sure, but I used to have this, that I want everything to be smooth and blended. And then that's turned out to be not a good idea, because you want to use contrast between colors. You want to show their differences. You don't want to like make everything the same, because it becomes boring. Things are different in this world, so you want to show up and show that differences, admire them, instead of like. And when I say differences, I don't mean like, oh yeah, everything different is good and we are all different and that's good. No, that's not the case. Most of the time it's in a bad way, you know, human nature. But in general, you want to appreciate, you know, there's like a snake that is more poison, you know, more venomous than the other one. And, you know, you're really appreciated. Oh, but it's a different thing, so. Okay. So we work in our problems, and we adding some, you know, some clouds. Not all the problems, like we already stated, are bad. So some of them are okay. You know, the consequences are not terrible. There we go. What I do is pretty much cleaning up, experiment, make it more interesting. If it looks like I have idea what I'm doing, it's not. I'm just experiment. And this is one of the beautiful things about clouds, actually, if I gotta be honest. That's why I like them so much, because you can do so much with them, and you can't go wrong. I mean, look at the clouds in the sky. It's just a mess, man. All these clouds, they have no idea what they're doing. They're just sitting there, and everybody do whatever they want to do. And in the end, they look pretty good. Now, one thing here, I'm gonna take some of this color, right? I'm gonna tap, 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 and then go, and that's gonna help me adding a nice layer, another layer of the clouds. Also, I'm gonna do the three things. I'm gonna remove some of the paint here so that can look more interesting. Second, I'm gonna add another layer on the light part using the same color. And third one, I'm saving paint, because you don't want to waste it. Okay, now what we're going to do is clean the brush, take some bluey, a lot of bluey, but with a lot of water, so it's kind of transparent. And we're going to start working on this water here. There we go. And what we're going to do is pretty much just paint over it. Now, don't stay too long for that. Don't repeat the same thing over and over, because then you're going to destroy all the texture we created. A little bit of dark bluey, so we can have a nice shadow here and here. And that's going to be our throwing shadow from the clouds. There we go. We don't want too much. And for the final touch, we're going to have a nice clean brush. And I was thinking to do that earlier, but you know, we're going to do that. And we're going to put some light going down. There you go. You know how the light sometimes is going through the clouds. This time, it's not going to be through the clouds. It's going to be right through the, one little here. We're going to take the multiple brush before everything dry out and try to smooth it out here. So we don't see where it's starting and we don't see where it's end. So this is going to be our path from problems to success. Now, one thing is pushing me here, and I'm not sure should I do it or not, but I think I will go for it. And that's the thing is, I want to but that's my nature, you know. I like a little bit more dramatic stuff. And when I say that, I mean something like this. There we go. I just, that's me. I just prefer that. I love it. It'd be extra dramatic, you know, drama and all that stuff. I don't mind doing it. There we go. And that's gonna add extra layer of texture, make it way more interesting. But you don't have to do that. I mean, not everybody. Some people like peace and quiet. Not me. You remember that meme? I'm pretty sure people remember. There's like a one guy who said, "I want problems. I don't want peace. I want problems always." That's like something like this. It's funny. Now, of course, here you wanna kind of just a touch, and then here, of course, is gonna be exactly the same. Not everywhere. There we go. Watercolor, abstract, seascape.